Hey guys, how are you all? Long time, long time. So, yeah, it's been a while. I think the last time I spoke to you guys properly was the Pisces new moon, full moon, and also when it came to like the monthlies, it was August or July. I need to go back, but yeah, it feels like it's been a while. But today I'm doing the October tarot slash astrology for all of the signs. And this is a big month. Not only are we in Libra season, but we are also in the season that is going to be Scorpio, and the big one, which is eclipse season. We have two eclipses this month. So we have two eclipses. The first one is in Libra, 21 degrees. It's it's 21 degrees in Libra. And there's a solar eclipse, which is a brand new beginning. And that's going to affect all the cardinal signs: Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, and Aries. Then we have we've got a lunar eclipse in Taurus, and that's on the 24th, 28th of October. And that's going to affect, and it's at 5 degrees, to affect all the early born Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Leos. So it's a big month this month. There was a reason why I needed to get this video out for you all. Obviously, I was longing to come back, but life does get into the way. But yes, I digress. It has been a very busy couple of weeks and couple of months, guys. All will be revealed later. There will be some changes that I will be doing with this channel. So yes, I'm just edging back and forth with what I'm going to be saying. But yes, there are going to be some changes. But for now, we just continue. We just carry on. So guys, so there's big things happening. Like I said, we've got the eclipses. We also have Mercury entering Libra on the 5th. And on the 22nd, we have Mercury in Scorpio of October. On the 9th, we have Venus enters Aries. It's like a bit of a sigh of relief, because the week that when I'm doing this is like edging towards October anyway. And that's the week that we are coming out of like the shadow of Venus going into finally leaving Leo and entering Virgo. I know some of you are just relieved. I know a lot of you like fixed signs are just like, thank God. Things were just very stuck, and it's just like, no, thank the Lord, things will be much better now. So so it's edging into mutable time, which is going to be a little bit more better. And then we have Mars entering Scorpio. It's old traditional house ruler on the 12th. But obviously, like I said in the beginning, the big one is the eclipses. But I will be doing a full video on the eclipses, guys. So really listen out for that when it comes out. And let's not forget, on the 23rd, the sun enters Scorpio. So this video is also for Scorpions who are early degrees. Early degrees, but if you are born in October, if you are a cusp, if you are born between Libra and Scorpio, this is for you. Happy solar return. But yeah, with that all being said, guys, let's get to the signs. So, who are we going to do now? Of course, we're going to do Aries. So Aries, big one for you this month, because we are still in, the nodes are in your sign. It's in you, and it could be benefiting you guys, but it might not be, but it depends. But regardless, you guys are the stars of the show. The nodes, and also eclipse we had that was in like 6 months ago was in your sign. Is still very active. We have the solar eclipse in your 7th, which is going to be bringing big things to do with your relationships. We also have the lunar eclipse, which is in your 2nd house. And that's going to be bringing big changes when it comes to your finances, your goals, how you're building your wealth, your self-esteem, your self-worth. Money could come in, money could be going. It really does depend on what goes on. We also, for you, have Mercury going into Libra, which is your 7th. And also, obviously, this is to do with communication in your relationship sector. So there may be a lot of stuff coming out. And also then it goes into your 8th when it's in Scorpio. So there could be definitely some secrets that come out, and something to do with finances, something to do with your joint finances, like money owed, money you need to pay back. The contracts need to be signed. It could be a very busy time. Venus in Virgo goes into your 6th house. So you definitely could be thinking about getting back on the grind. The fact that the nodes are in your sign is making you take care of your body more. But you could be really in a way challenged. Could be thinking, you know what? I actually want to like start making nicer foods. You may want to just like, test yourself. You may take up a cookery course. Some of you could, if you're single, you could fall in love with someone that is like really like a health freak. You definitely could also be doing, falling more in love with like the holistic side of things, especially for your pantry. Then we have Mars going into your 8th house, and you're ruled by Mars anyway. So, a lot more drive, a lot more passion, a lot more energy to do with your joint finances. Also to do with fears. You could be definitely working through your fears. Anything that is stifling you in any way, or something you need to really talk about with someone. This could be you like really meeting it really head on. So we come to your tarot card for this month, because it's, yes, it is about Libra, but it's also about you too. The card that you have is, wow, you got the Sun card. And the Sun, it's a beautiful card. It's a Leo card. And Leo rules your 5th house. So this could be something to do with children, but it could definitely be an enlightened time, whether it's good or bad. It could bring you an enlightenment, like things that you didn't really see or think about or feel about. It could be brought out into the open. But this card is also about vitality. So even though the eclipses will be hitting you, especially the one in Libra will be hitting you big, and it can make you feel like things are a bit on a downer. This card is showing that everything will be okay, but you just have to make sure that you're not cutting any corners. You're sorting stuff out. You're getting down to nitty gritty, because you can feel a lot more lighter once you dare yourself to go there. So go for it, Aries. You, like Libra, are the star of the show. And yeah, because it's a Sun card, the sun is shining. It feels like anything you tackle head on this month, things will just become a bit more, not just lighter, but a bit more brighter as well. Okay. Hello, my Taurus. How are you? So Taurus, big month for you. Not only are, Libra and Aries the sign, you are also the start of the show too, because this is the last eclipse in your sign. So we have the solar eclipse, which is in your 6th house, and it's Venus ruled. So you're going to definitely feel this. You're going to be, I feel a lot of you Tauruses definitely will be like really taking care of yourself, your body, could be your finances, anything to do with like your job, prospects. There's a new beginning happening. And then we have the lunar eclipse in your sign, which is to do with like your physical body, your physical leanings. So yeah, big things happening there too. It feels like anything that was troubling you, you had any issues when it comes to like your wellness, things will be sorted out now. We have Venus, which is in your 5th house. So a great time for a lot of you Tauruses to get back on that creative vibe. If you're single, going out there dating, you know, really communicating your creativity, being around people that are like very creative as you. Some of you, some of you may definitely could make money as well through like a side hustle, a side gig. Very busy time, very exciting time. Of course, we have the Venus. So we have Mercury in your seventh. So again, this is about your relationships. Lots of conversations, lots of niggles that need to be ironed out. Okay. We have Mars in your seventh as well. A lot of like relationship issues coming up for you, Taurus. So, you know, Taurus, when these things happen, it doesn't necessarily have to be about craziness in relationships, just that certain things just need to be spoken about. If there is tension, sometimes tension is good. Doesn't necessarily have to be bad. It's just highlighting stuff that wasn't highlighted anyway. Yeah, and after, of course, then we have the sun going into Scorpio in your seventh house. So again, a lot of action that's concerned your like deep personal relationships, but also your professional relationships too. When we come to your card, Taurus, the card that you have is the Death card. Wow. So this is actually a Scorpio card. And because you've got a lot of Scorpio energy happening now, Taurus, there's a release. It's a little bit different to Aries, but there is a huge release coming up. It's like a brand new plan, a brand new action, a brand new energy, like a new soul is being born. And the fact that the eclipses are in your sign, and also it's in Libra, your fellow Venus sign, is that I feel that with you, Taurus, there's good things that will be coming, but you just have to trust and believe in it. You have to get rid of the old in order to bring the new. The Death card is about releasing, not holding on. Nothing wrong with holding on to certain things, but there's like an old way that it needs to be purged out. Whether it's how you dress, whether it's how you, I don't know, it could be how you talk, how you style yourself, whether you, if you, how you are in a relationship, even like your job, even when it comes to like your finances. There's something that is being purged out, and some of you Tauruses could be very unwilling for it to happen. When we have something that leaves us, Taurus, it's something brand new beginning happening, and in the beginning it may not make sense. It may seem very shocking. We could be quite scared. We could actually feel there's a shift happening, and I feel deep down some of you Tauruses do feel that. So see what happens instead of like trying to predict or trying to control. See what happens, because you just could be shocked. Okay. Hey Gemini. So Gemini, this month I'll say it won't affect you, because it's going to affect everyone very differently, but you may enjoy it just a little bit more. Just a little bit. But yeah, we have the eclipse, which is in your fifth house, the solar eclipse. And of course, this is going to bring like a new beginning when it comes to creativity, dating, entrepreneurship, and something to do with whether you have children or anything like that. And having fun. You've got the full moon in Taurus, which is in your 12th house. So a lot of going within, a lot of seeking solace within, resting, finding questions as well. Again, I'm going to do a full video on that, so it's going to be a big one, but this may make you feel just a little bit that you want to just be alone and you just want to just rest and really listen out for your dreams. You have Mercury and Mars in your 8th house in Scorpio, so this is going to bring money situation happening. Money owed, or money you need to pay, or debts, loans. This is about rebirth as well. Fears coming to the forefront. But again, Mercury is about communication. Because you're ruled by Mercury, You know, you may find that how you communicate might be very intense. It could be quite blunt. It could also more, you could shoot from the hip, but you could be more, you could actually be quite more perceptive more than usual. Like you can see through what people are saying, and some of you could actually be more very successful in business as well. Especially with Mars being there, you know, anything can really and truly happen. Venus goes into your 4th house when it goes into Virgo. So this is like sprucing up the house, decorating, fixing, plumbing. You could be moving. You could be doing some real estate, really beautifying the home, cooking more, spending more time with family, taking care of yourself more too. And of course, we've got the sun. It goes into your 8th house as well, but that's, you know, going to be for another time. So it does feel, even though there's some elements that are great for you, Geminis, there are some things that are going to make us really and truly go within. But the card that you have for this month is the 7 of Pentacles. And this is showing about work, yeah? Whenever the Pentacles show up, because this month is very much about your creativity anyway. 5th house energy that's happening. Very much about your creativity. Very much about children. So I see a lot of you Geminis really getting down to business, getting down to action, really looking at, you know, my skill set, what I'm going to be investing in. But also because you've got a lot of 8th house action happening about money that's owed to you, or you owe people money. Some of you may think, you know what, I need to, you know, there's so much things that I'm good at. Let me just like work on some of them so I can just pay off this debt, so I can pay off that loan, or, you know, keep that open communication going so people need to pay you back. The 7 of Pentacles also showing me, for a lot of you, that of course some of these things may come easy, but a lot of things may not come easily. So really and truly pace yourself. Try not to get too caught up in like the daily, like thinking I've got to do this, I've got to do that. Because, you know, the sun is actually shining on a nice house. But also this card is about, you know, the more work you put in, honest work, the more rewards you will see. No cutting corners, Gemini. Because this card, any Pentacles card is about work. It's about hard work as well. So, and also because it's an Earth card, Earth signs are very much about being cautious before you even like make that next move or anything. Geminis, really think before you act, especially if you're investing in any like new startup or investing like someone else's like work project or any stuff like that. Okay, so it does feel very much like an action busy month, especially when it comes to your creativity and also when it comes to your finances. Hello my Cancer, how are you? So Cancers, this is a month that a lot of energy is in the 4th house. So this is your house. So you are like, I don't want to do much. I want to rest. I want to chill. I want to relax. I don't want to be bothered. If I'm bothered, it's going to just, you know, I just want to relax. I want to kick back. But, you know, there's lots of work to do because we've got the solar eclipse in your 4th. And brand new beginning when it comes to, like, you know, your home life, family, new beginnings, new additions. Could be moving, decorating. You know, statuses can change. And we also got the lunar eclipse, so the solar eclipse in your 4th, but lunar eclipse in your 11th. So not only are we seeing changes in your home life, we are also seeing changes in your groups and associations, your friendships. So old friends go, new friends could come, old goals. A lot of that, especially if you're very early degrees Cancer, if you're like June Cancer, you're going to be seeing a lot of these being played out. We have Venus and we also have Mars in your 5th house. So this is great to be very creative. You could also find yourself very obsessive about your goals, but also like your creativity. They could also be if you've got children, you could be you could be pushing them a little bit more. Obviously, because you want the best for them, but just be mindful of that. You don't want to cause any drama or arguments. But also, sorry, you've got Mercury in your fifth as well. Sorry, Mercury in your fifth. So what this can bring is you, of course, like surrounding yourself with like creative people, communicating with them, coming up with ideas yourself, coming up with like sharing ideas, signing contracts. If you guys may decide to go to that entrepreneurship route, which is not going to be far off for a lot of you, like, you know, especially with these eclipses happening in your fifth and your 11th, you know, this could be a thing. And also you've got Venus in your third in Virgo. Sorry, yeah, Venus in your third in Virgo. So a lot of communication, cancers, talking to your friends. You could be definitely seeing friends. And if you are single, you could fall in love with someone in your friendship zone. You know, it's like these, you know, cancers, these things can happen. But you could also be aligning yourself with different types of people and doing a lot more creative work, whether it's blogging, writing, speaking, anything like that, Cancer. It's actually a really good month for a lot of you Cancers. So the card you got is a Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords, I think someone else got this, but the swords are definitely about the mind. And because you're going to be very busy, and the fact you got the Seven of Swords is like, you have to be very mindful. You're just being as truthful as you can. And, you know, with you Cancers, you're very much in the heart. But not obviously you can do the head thing because a lot of your cardinal. But, you know, move forward in what your goals that you want to do, but also be truthful and try to be as honest. Swords are never easy cards. Okay, so even though you have the planets are really benefiting you on an emotional level, that's why I pull these cards out. These are like for your emotional self, like the inner self. A lot of you could find yourself like saying one thing but like doing the other. So people may find that they can't really hold you to, it could be like a trust thing as well. So I say that because you've got a lot of action that's happening within your fifth and your third house. And these houses are very much to do with, you know, hanging out with people, making new friends. And so, yeah, of course, some of you this card is saying some of you may hide like certain dreams, hide like your real self. But it's really time to bring it out. Bring out the truth within you. Bring out the real you. Try not to be too scared or think that this won't work, that won't work, because it can. You have a lot of support, Cancer. You have a lot of support, especially for the next 3 years because Saturn's in your ninth. You've got a lot of support. So try and believe in that. You know, things may seem a little bit fuzzy, but yeah, I think there's going to be someone that comes into your life that you can actually be truthful with. And it could be a bit younger, or they could be like your age, or maybe a little bit older. I'm feeling that they're a bit younger, and they may just help you just gain that confidence. Okay, so try and be as honest as you can. Hello, Leo. How are you? So, Leo, this is your October 2023 reading, and a lot of this energy is in your third house. So the house of communication, media, friends, siblings, neighbors. Busy time, mentally, physically, probably emotionally, very busy for you. We have the solar eclipse in Libra in your third as well. So all what I said, this is the brand new beginning for it. Especially if some of you Leos want to be working in the media or doing something connected to the media, i.e. blogging, writing, putting work on social media, especially creative work. We have a lunar eclipse in your 10th in Taurus. So job changes, there could be boss changes, your status can change. You may decide to work for yourself. New beginnings when it comes to your career. We also have in your 4th, for Scorpio, we have Mercury. We also have Mars in your 4th. Now, Mars in your 4th, it can bring drama. It can bring power struggles. It could also bring, some of you could decide that you want to study. Might want to be a student because Mars does rule your 9th. But still, when it comes to like your home life, don't be surprised if there's like, if you've got children or like a big family, there may be some tension there. You could be sorting out like your children's bickering. You know, you want to get your house looking on point. You could change the colors. I can see a lot of you may be doing red. I don't know, because maybe it's Mars. You painting your house a bit more red color, a bit more bright colors. You could be moving. It could be hastily moving. Especially Mercury being there as well in your 4th. You may, I can actually see some Leos just, let's talk. Let's talk as a family. Let's, you know, let's talk about this. Let's get everything out into the open. But a lot of this is connected to your home life. A lot of this is connected to your past. A lot of this is connected to real estate. A lot of this is connected to, yeah, again, like another sign I was saying, you just may want to be at home a bit more. Or some of you may want to escape home, but you can't because you've got a lot of responsibilities. You also have Venus in Virgo in your 2nd. So there could be money could be made from a creative project or something you saved or something you've built. This is to do with your self-worth. You know, Venus also rules your 10th house. So this is definitely connected to your career. You could get a promotion. I'm not going to say demotion, but definitely you could get a promotion. And it feels like right place at the right time. That's what I'm picking up for a lot of you. So when it comes to your card, Leo, you have for this month the 2 of Cups. And whenever we see a 2, that's like, you know, decisions to be made. Things are very much up in the air. It doesn't really have to be, but sometimes it can be. So this is to do emotionally, because a lot of this energy is either edging towards like your home life and emotions. So there is I think there's obviously that decision that's going to be made when it comes to your home. Will you stay or would you go? Decisions that could be coming to do with like friendships, definitely your career, especially with these eclipses that are happening. I feel a lot of you are going to be making like brand new connections. I feel that there's like a brand new beginning that's going to be happening in your home life, in your family life. There could be new beginnings when it's like a new and arrival, new decorations, new and open communications too. But I feel that things there'll be things will be a bit more heartfelt. It won't just be, oh, we're going to talk about this, we're just going to leave it out there. It's going to be like, no, let's talk about this. Let's get deeper in this. And this does also concern your career. It also concerns your friendships as well. Things are going to be a bit more deeper, a little more deeper connection, and a bit more openness. It feels like very much a sense of unity, which has happened this month, Leos. And some of it even may shock you. Okay, but I feel that because it's a 2, a lot of decisions will be made too. Hello Virgo, welcome to your October 2023 reading. And a lot of this energy is connecting to your money and self-worth, spending habits. Even though like naturally some Virgos are very frugal, you could find yourself a bit more generous. Just saying. Some of you could find yourself a bit more generous. You also got you also got like the solar eclipse going on there. And again, whenever we see the 2nd house, which is a Taurus house, it's like the house of the bank. It's like, okay, I'm going to sort out my finances. I'm going to spend on this, but not spend on that. I'm going to invest in this, invest in that. A lot of that. There could be brand new investments happening. That's what I'm trying to say. You also have Mercury in your second as well. So Mercury is about business, contracts, you know, all this signing, changing banks, lots of communicating with the bank, moving money, not in a dodgy way, but just in a way that is more profitable, because the second house is definitely about profits. Mercury is also in your third, and you got Mars there. So again, Virgo, this can be a very beneficial time when it comes to business, associates, contracts, podcasting, writing, speaking, hanging out with friends. There could be drama and arguments with friends. You could be at the forefront of it, or you could just be like this person that's standing by and just waiting for things to just blow up, and as long as there's nothing to do with you, it's all good. You could be making friends with people. There could be drama with, or it could just be just like talking, but like a lot of explosive talking with neighbors and siblings. You could be doing lots of short distance traveling as well, traveling here, there, and everywhere. You could find yourself really busy, basically. You know, you've got Venus in your sign, and it's going to shine a light on you, Virgo. It's going to shine a bit of a, you know, especially if you're having your Venus return, you could find yourself a bit of the star of the show, people looking at you a bit more. You could be changing up your appearance. You could also be, because you know Venus also rules your ninth, so you may decide that you want to travel somewhere long distance, or you could meet someone from a different creed or culture. It's like, it's sort of like the world is your oyster. It's like things could come to you very easily. Okay, especially with Venus being there. When we come to your card, you have the I won't say Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. Now, this is a beautiful card for you, Virgo, because the aces are about brand new beginnings. And the fact that it's a sword is like to do with the mental. You're very much, yes, you are extremely sensitive, you are, but you're also very mental because you're Mercury ruled. So when I said that things coming to you a bit more easier this time, Virgos, I mean it. I feel that if you are looking for, it could be an engagement in terms of social media, or wanting someone to help you with a project, wanting like certain contracts to be signed, or wanting to work someone to help you, or anything you want to do, especially if it's mercurial, something to do with like the hand, where it's writing, blogging, anything like that. I feel that it can actually work. Especially if you are very persistent, if you believe. Because remember, Pisces is your opposite, and it's very easy for you to think it's not going to work. You just have to believe in it. Go for what you want. The Ace of Swords is showing you that, you know, what you're saying is going to be very, what's the word I'm thinking? It'll be, people just believe you. You know what you're, be mindful of what you're saying, because it can turn into a great thing. Like if you are like doing like a presentation, for instance, and if you want someone to invest in your work, say, it could work. You know, especially because you're very much a sign does its due diligence. You work over things, you write things, and you work on it. So yeah, it could be very much a profitable time, very much a time that you can make money. You could make new business contracts as well. So yeah, very powerful time for a lot of you Virgos this month. Hello, my special Libra. What a month it's going to be for you today. Not only is it your birthday season, so happy solar return to the October Libra. We also have eclipse in your sign, which is on 21 degrees. So if you're like late born Libra, and also all the cardinal signs, you're really going to feel this. So yeah, it's a big month for you. So I'll do a full video on this eclipse anyway for you. But yes, we have an eclipse. We also have Mercury in your sign as well. So it's about getting your thinking cap on. There's a lot for you to think about, Libra. A lot of this energy this month is really connected to like the self, relationships, your physical, emotional state, business, associates, partnerships, signing contracts, making money. It can also feel very much like a party season for a lot of you too. Mercury entering your second house also gives you that sort of energy of like, okay, how can I make business work, and what type of investments can I make? You could find yourself going really gung-ho, very obsessive about contracts and all that type of thing. Yeah, even to do with what you're eating as well. You may find yourself really wanting to be a bit more healthier. Maybe that's the eclipses as well. We have Venus in Virgo, which is in your 12th house. So this is like a hidden house. It can see a lot of you doing some secret things. It can be secret deals and secret relationships, secret passion projects. Seeing people on the down low. Be careful if you are in a relationship, Libra. I know you like to try and keep things a bit balanced, but you know, people can get hurt, if not even yourself. So yeah, there's a lot of secret leanings going on. Venus, anytime Venus is in the 11th and the 12th house, it does bring us to be, you may feel a bit dreamy, you may not. But you may, I think definitely you could be working on something very secretive that no one actually knows about. Or if you're single, you're seeing someone or even doing something underground as well. We also have Mars entering your second house as well. So that can also see a lot of you just going really hard when it comes to money. When it comes to that, you think to do with like your self-esteem, your self-worth. You can feel more driven, more passionate, more than ever. Okay. So, but essentially, obviously, the month is big for you because you've got the also lunar eclipse in your 8th house, which is about money too. So there's something that's going to be leaving, you know, you could gain, but also you could be paying off. It could be the ending of paying off a loan or a debt. It could be the ending of you feeling anything to do with like fears or worries as well. It's a Venus one. It's in Taurus. So, you know, you're going to be feeling it as well. Big time. So when we come to like your card, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. It's a new beginning. It's a brand new beginning for you, Librans. Aces, another sign got this as well. Aces are about brand new beginnings when it comes to finances, when it comes to business contracts, when it comes to agreements, signing contracts. It could be partnerships as well. It could be partnering up with someone who's an earth sign. Hence the reason why we got a lunar eclipse in an earth sign. So it could be a Taurus because the pentacles are Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So you could be signing up with someone. There definitely could be a change in your circumstance when it comes to like your relationships, marriages, children, proposals. Even though eclipses can really rock your world, it does bring a freshness, a newness that needs to be that you need in your life. So look out for the opportunities that do come, even if things are very much up in the air, Libra. But all in all, brand new time for you this month. Hello, Scorpio. So welcome to your October 2023. So, and also happy solar return to any Scorpions that are born in October. So, you know, not just the cardinal signs that are going to be stars of the show, so are you. This is like the last lunar eclipse that's the axis in you and Taurus's house. We had the last eclipse that was 6 months ago in your sign. So this is like the coming to the end and the conclusion. So this is to do with your relationship. So there will be some endings, some new beginnings as well, that is connected to your relationships, business, personal partnerships, contracts, some things to do with like the law, courts. It could be definitely creativity as well. We also have the solar eclipse, which is in your second house, and yeah, it's a it's really it's a big one. It's money. There's a lot of money situations going on for a lot of people. A lot of money situations going on, and of course, you're just one of them. Okay, so it could definitely a brand new beginning of bringing in money, earning money. To do with our self-worth. This is also to do with what we are eating, what we're consuming. Okay, because how we consume, it could be too much or not as much. We have Mars in your sign. Yeah, so some of you may be happy. Mars and Mercury in your sign, which gives you a lot of you will be seen for your powers and your powers of persuasion. Making friends, hanging out with friends, writing, blogging, sexual drive could be very high. Energy, vitality, working on yourself, fitness, new goals, new dreams. I was going to say new daydreams, but that could be one as well. But you're going to be very focused as well because of the Mercury and Mars in your sign. And there's going to be no stone unturned for a lot of you Scorpions. We have Virgo in your 11th. Venus and Virgo in your 11th. So any of you who are single and ready to mingle, you could meet someone. They might be Virgo-esque. You could meet someone in your friendship group or someone introduces you to someone and you may have a lot in common. It could be long lasting, who knows? Obviously, it's early days. But also your goals and dreams, they could actually help you with your goals and dreams. Or you could connect more with people who are on the same wavelength as you. Okay? Because and it could be a very deep connection because Mercury also rules your 8th and 8th house as well. So it could be like a deeper connection you're having with a new group, or and it could be definitely do with like resources too. What else do we have for you, Scorpios? We got Mercury in your second house as well. I talked about the eclipses. So yeah, this is very much a money month, very much a business month for a lot of you. It feels like definitely you guys are on a roll. Definitely on a roll. And also obviously ends on your birthday month. But when we come to your cards, the card that you have, Scorpio, is the Three of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles coming up. Not surprisingly. The Three of Pentacles is actually a card that is about, working together to build, it's like an apprenticeship. So like what I think this may be to do with, you got Venus going into your 11th house, maybe. But it's about staying on the right track, surrounding yourself with people that can help you, or even you can help them, but surrounding yourself with people that are on the same wavelength as you. A lot of this energy is in your 12th house this month. So you may not see, depending on what type of Scorpion you are, you may not see people for what they are, and it might be too late. So just trying to stay on the right track, try to be as perceptive as you can, not jumping into things too quickly because it sounds so great. Listen to your intuition because, again, like I said, it's very much a month that a lot of you will be making money, earning, signing this, signing that, coming up with ideas, whether it's through other people or through yourself. Just looking at the bigger picture, but looking at the person as well. Not getting like glazed over because they're good looking or they've got a nice body or they talk a nice talk. Just really look at it because when it comes to like business and finances and your money, this is serious time. So yeah, that's what this card is saying for me, for you. So happy solar return to a lot of you Scorpios. Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your October 2023 reading. So Saggies, how are you? What a month it's going to be. You are going to be, some of you actually probably will be enjoying this month. You know, we got the solar eclipse. We also got Mercury, all in your 11th house of friendships, goals, meeting new people. It's a brand new time to be setting intentions where these are concerned. We also have a lunar eclipse, which is in your 6th house. And obviously this is to do with like your health, your wellness, your work life as well. So there could be definite big changes that's going on there too. We have Mercury in your 12th house, which is in Scorpio. And yeah, when it's in your 12th house, this brings a bit more deeper clarity in terms of what's going on your inner being. Some of you may be writing more, doing some secret projects, secret groups, especially the fact that you have Mercury there in your 12th. And also you got Mars also in your 12th as well. So just be mindful of that hidden anger, you know, because with Mars in your 12th, it can bring up like powerful dreams that you you know, sometimes you want to say something to someone, but it comes out in your dreams in a very aggressive way. So yeah, that could happen. And we have Venus in your 10th house, which is in Virgo on the 9th. So yeah, this is actually great because you know it's coming out of your it's coming out of your 9th house. It's going into your 10th house. So your career, even though it's squeezy, your career could actually be on a roll. You know, you could get some promotions. Some of you who are single, you could meet someone. You could be getting on, you know, there could be some clashes with your boss. You could also get on with your boss as well. And yeah, it's I wouldn't say it's awful month, but some of it can be a little bit up and down for you. When we come to your cards, you have the Page of Cups, which is a lovely card for you, Sagittarius, because there are some good aspects that are going on for you. And the fact you've got the Page of Cups, which is very much about love. There is more, I feel for you, Sagittarius, there is more about, it's not just love, but it's about creativity as well. So you could be pouring something out of the bag. And because this is a water sign card, you know, not everything's what it seems. There can be a lot of emotion that's involved. So yeah, and it could also be definitely, I'm actually feeling, even though it's very much a creative month, a very up and coming month, very, you know, meeting new people month, there could be a lot of love that's going on because a lot of this energy this month is in your 11th house. And also, you know, Libra rules love and romance. So yeah, I mean, if you're in a relationship, Sagittarius, yes, definitely you could fall probably more in love with your partner. If you're single, you could meet people, but it feels very much like love is in the air. Or some of you could be really fall in love with your projects, like, you know, a passion project, something you've put to the side and now it's coming full circle. So I feel that you're going to probably be in a better month this month than any other, and that definitely may be due to the eclipse as well. But yeah, very fun time for a lot of you Sagittarius. Hello Capricorn, how are you? So a lot of this energy is in your 10th house of career. Your status, because you know you're ruled by the 10th house, so you may definitely feel at home, or there can be some niggles, some irritations through the bosses or your job. There can be definitely changes as well when it comes to promotions and earning more money. You could be very ambitious this month. We also have, not only do we have the solar eclipse, we also have Mercury all in your 10th house as well. So a lot of you may, even though if you're getting squared, you may be on a roll and be thinking, you know what? Remember, 10th house is not just, it is career, but it's also about status within marriage, families. So some of you may, I feel this month, may be feeling more ambitious than ever because, you know, there's something changes within the family. Could be a birth. It could be moving home, anything like that. So you just want to like wrap up stuff, like get your career sorted, get it going, earning a lot more money. I don't know, getting a promotion, signing contracts, just wrapping a lot of stuff up before you move on to the next chapter. You got, what else do you have? You have Mercury also in your 11th house, which is in Scorpio. So this is like friendships, goals, and lots of communicating with different, may not be just be different people, maybe people that you want to, that can help you in your career or can help you within your goals. They can also give you inspiration. Some of you may be interested in something different, something new, something to do with activism. Yeah, something brand new, basically. You have Venus. Sorry, yeah, you got Venus, which is in your 9th house. So Venus in the 9th is like, you could be traveling far away. You can fall in love with travel. You can fall in love with someone from a different culture. You could decide you want to study, learn. Could be in a group, could be with someone. Could be learning a new language. For a lot of you, maybe falling in love with something that can actually enhance and really benefit you in the long run. You also got Mars as well in your 11th as well. So, you know, again, this is very much a month for you Capricorns that, you know, you guys are just going gung-ho, you know, feeling very ambitious, very on it. People might see a different side to you, okay? Oh, and let's not forget we have the lunar eclipse, which is in your 5th house. And this is like releasing like a project. Some of you could be giving birth. Some of you could birth a new project. Some of you could decide to date. There could be changes in your love life as well. So a lot is really going on. And, you know, the card you have is the 4 of Cups. And again, like Sagittarius, there's a lot of love going on for you. The 4 of Cups is very much a card that is to do with love, but you may, because this month is very busy, especially in terms of your career, Capricorns, you guys, this card is asking you like to seek solace as well at times. Really think about where you want to go, how you see your future. Some of you may be doing that anyway, but you just need to have that sort of like inner guidance, have that stillness. So you could be, some of you could maybe meditate, or this card is about finding peace and listening to like the heart. It's a very much an emotional card. You know, some of you may not be feeling emotional. It's like, you know, if you're having dinner or if you're having that downtime watching the TV, that's when something's going to be like, okay, this is what you should actually be doing because you actually really like this. And it can bring up emotional stuff. It can bring up stuff from the past as well. So this card is essentially saying, Capricorn, just listen to like your inner heart, your inner being, not just chasing things because it looks nice, but chasing something because you know, it's something within the heart. Hello, my Aquarius. How are you? Welcome to your October 2023. So, Aquarius, this month is to do with your 11th house. Okay. So, yes, it's a very, this is a house that's your house. This is your house, okay? So you're like Capricorn, you'll be feeling at home. You've got Mercury there. You also got the solar eclipse there. Planting new seeds, a brand new beginning, brand new time for any goals or dreams that you may want. You actually may feel very refreshed. May feel like, okay, Now is a time that I can do this. Now is a time that I actually feel that my brain or my plans could actually come into action, because I feel, I feel like I'm on it now. So yeah, great time to be doing this and making new friends, goals, dreams, and hanging out with people that are just very different to yourself. You have Venus and Mars, which is in your 10th house. So, there's going to be, there can definitely be some changes. You've got Mercury and Mars in your 10th. So again, a bit like Capricorn, there could be some changes within your job. You could be very ambitious because you want change, or change is coming. You can get promoted. Yes, you could get demoted. But you could also start working for yourself if you want to. Because a lot of this month is about your goals anyway. You could have like a little new team, or have people from like different cultures, with everything's on Zoom anyway. So you could be hiring people that are very different, young, old, new, all that type of thing. We have Venus in Virgo, which is in your 8th house. So this is about money. Okay. You can feel very intense. You can be really, really intent on sorting out your finances, paying back any loans, debts. Of course, fears can come up with the 8th house, but if you're in a relationship, it can be it can really intensify things now. But there can be a very much controlling element, so maybe watch out for that. And let's not forget, we have the lunar eclipse, which is in your 4th house in Taurus. So yeah. Is something going to change at home, Aquarius? Some of you could move. Some of you could, start a family, or redecorating, remortgaging, buying, selling stocks, bonds and shares, feelings from the past. All of this can definitely come up. So the card you have is the 9 of Cups. A lot of Cups cards for the last signs. Very strange, but this is how it is. So the fact you've got the 9 of Cups is showing that there's like an ending that's coming. Again, this is a sign of emotion as well. So I feel a lot of you may need to pour something out, because this card is it's like pouring of water. So there's something that you guys may need to like get out into the open, because this obviously does bring some satisfaction to yourself. And doesn't mean you have to be crying and screaming and wailing. It's just like, how you used to be and how things are now is very different. This 9 of Cups is also about wishes coming true. So again, like I said before, a lot of this month with the solar eclipse is about your wishes and dreams. So dare to wish for something. And I feel for a lot of you Aquarians, like, dare to wish for something that makes you uncomfortable, i.e. something that's emotional, i.e. something that you think will never come, okay? Dare to wish for something that is not, uncomfortable also, dare to wish for, making me a bit more empathetic towards other people, not just thinking with the mind all the time, even though naturally you'll do that. But this is actually a good card. This is like a Jupiter and Pisces card. So yeah, it's showing also that a lot of your wishes and dreams and aims can definitely come true, especially if you believe in it and hang out with the right people. And my Pisces, how are you, Pisces? So a lot of this energy, Pisces, is all in your money zone. Shared resources. The 8th house is not the easiest house for you guys, but still it's about money owed. You could get money. There's debts, there's taxes, all of that. I think you Pisces know, especially because we have this solar eclipse in your 8th, and you also got Mercury there as well. I feel for some of you Pisces, even though this like Queen Cups is very uncomfortable, you can make a lot of headway. Okay, if you've got any debts or loans, anything like that to pay off, I feel you guys will definitely be on it, because Saturn's in your sign. You don't want this to last for the next 30 years. So I feel that a lot of you will just pay off everything you need to pay off, work hard, but also you will get some gains back as well. And it might be unexpected gains. You've got Mercury also in your ninth. So this is showing me that a lot of you may be starting to read, maybe starting to write, publish a book, learn a new language. Because I'm Pisces, so I would like to actually relearn a new language. This is like the perfect time to do it. Yeah, this is a great time. Some of you may want to travel, you know, or even if you can't travel, just like maybe looking at a lot of like different countries and learning about different cultures, or even making friends with people from different countries and cultures too. You have Mars there as well, so this is giving you like lots of drive and power and ambition to, so instead of you thinking, oh, just do it, dare to do it. Remember, Saturn's in your sign, so Saturn being in your sign is about making you enhance your creativity, enhance your skills. Especially if Mars being in your ninth as well, it's like, sort of like think outside the box. It's because it's in Scorpio, it's most likely to stick. So think like that as well. You got Venus in your seventh, which is about your relationships. So, yeah, I mean, it can bring love in your relationships. It can also bring some people from like a new partnership. We can also bring a bit of niggles as well, like a bit of arguments, a bit of power pushing, power plays. They may be Virgo or they may be embodying that. So, but it's also good to be having like sort of like date nights and just rehashing things that not be rehabbed. Remember, seventh house is about open enemies as well. So be mindful of your work life too, who you're associating with. Just listen to your intuition. And also we've got the lunar eclipse, which is in your third house. So again, you could be bringing out a project, something to do with blogging, writing, speaking, anything on social media, journaling. This is like the last one, Pisces, for the Taurus and Scorpio access. So, I said go for it. This is the last. This is like if you're like early degrees Pisces, it's gonna affect all, but especially early degrees. If you really want to like get that blog out and that, if you really want to start writing, this is the perfect time to be doing it. And mending fences with like your siblings and your neighbor, this is the perfect time. So the card that you have, Pisces, is the Lover's card, which is a major arcana. And the fact that a lot of this energy is in your 8th house is just showing that, yes, it definitely could be to do with love. It could be you changing up something within your relationship with your partner. You may be focusing more on love. There may be, it might be an obsession, but it might be an intensity. You want to get to like know your partner more. You want to go out more. You want to, it could be sexual as well. But also this is about choices as well. So some of you may, there might be an end to a relationship, might be a beginning of a brand new relationship. Especially when it comes to like your money, resources. You guys may be working together on this as well. Or, you maybe find that you're doing more than they're not. So there may be a decision that needs to be made. Any conflict, because this card is it's a Gemini card, so it could be about conflicts. It could be about things that are just not said. And it's not just, yes, it is like your relationship, it's also about people that you're associating with when it comes to like money. Someone owes you money, or you own money, or if you've got like taxes or inheritance, anything like that, there could be some conflicts there. So instead of just like, oh, we'll sort it out another time, just do it now. This card is just saying everything out into the open. There are decisions that may have to be made this month, in very important decisions because of the eclipses as well. But yeah, I think as long as you're being honest with what you're saying, the lunar eclipse in your 3rd house, I think everything should go smoothly. Okay, so yeah, quite a powerful month for a lot of you Pisces. So guys, that was the October astrology and tarot for all the signs. Thank you so much for listening. And thank you so much for being patient. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, and also listen out for the solar eclipse one I'll be doing for all the signs, and the lunar eclipse. So yeah, it's lovely to talk to you all again. I miss you all as well. And yeah, thank you very much for listening, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.